Hello, it's time for a new progress video for 2023. 42 days of progress. Yeah, this is my third 2-week progress video. I greatly enjoyed the past 2 weeks. They've been amazing and I enjoyed many great moments. I received a new job offer, which I'm very excited about. I made consistent progress with my workouts, waking up at 6 a.m., making my bed, sticking to my habits. And there were plenty of moments where I was able to share love with the world. And especially those moments I cherish. They give meaning to my life, and I see other people benefiting from the love I have to share with the world. And I think paying love forward is one of the best things of my list. It's foundational to my life and happiness. I found a mindset of abundance, and I found my own happiness, so I can share the love that I have with the rest of the world without expecting anything in return. But I do get returns. People seem much happier, they seem healthier, more conscious, proactive. It's not always perfect, but I definitely notice improvements in the people around me, and especially myself. And that said, I want to go into the details of the past 2 weeks. So, I first want to state that I woke up every workday at 6 a.m. To do a workout, get my morning routine, make my bed first and foremost. And I go to sleep without my phone next to me. I leave my phone downstairs. So when I wake up, I have this urge to scan my phone first thing in the morning. And when it's downstairs, out of reach, it's easier to get out of bed. So that's a cool trick. Yeah, and within 50 minutes after waking up, I'm already outside in my workout clothing, doing a workout first thing in the morning. And this really feels like a life hack turned into a superpower, and I highly recommend doing your workouts first thing of the day, especially if you don't feel like it. Okay, so Sunday, the 29th of January, was the first day of the past 2 weeks. That's when I shared my last progress video. And that day I wrote a love note to myself. It's basically a little heart-shaped post-it where I write little messages for myself or for other people. And I wrote on that note, make it a nice day. And I stuck it near my pull-up bar where I do my workouts. And every time I wake up, step outside, I already feel like, man, I have to make it a nice day today. So this Sunday I did a run with a 10 kilo vest. I did some pull-ups, even though it's below the average daily goal. I'm still happy that I do them with 10 kilos because those make training more versatile, and I feel like I get more progress with it instead of basically doing the same amount of reps every day. I don't think that helps. The day after was especially a highlight the past 2 weeks. I woke up at 6 a.m., did a nice amount of pull-ups and push-ups, and a workout in proportion to that. But more importantly, I was the best man at my brother's wedding by law. So what that means, my brother basically got married that day for the law. It's their unofficial wedding. They need it officially, but their official wedding will be later this year. So this is kind of like a requirement, but nonetheless, it was a beautiful moment, and I'm very thankful to have been a part of that. I want to go back to my 110 pull-ups this morning. I initially planned to do 10 rounds of 10 repetitions and push-ups in proportion to that. But after I was done, I was like, man, I can do one set extra, at least the pull-ups. And I think that's a powerful thing, to always be prepared to do one more round, because you never know when it's gonna be helpful. The next day, on Tuesday, I went for a run in the morning, and I made a YouTube short video for going the extra mile. It doesn't get many views, but I really stand by those words and I'm really proud of what I've produced in that video. I also got some feedback from family that I found helpful, and they seem to have found the message I've had for them helpful as well. And also on Tuesday, it was the last day of January, and at every last day of the month I track my net worth to see how it progresses, how it grows over time. So that's what I count as my business. It's basically managing my finances, and I think it's a good habit to have. You might notice that I've added a sentence here, measure it to manage it. And I think that applies to many areas in my life: finances, health, diet, love. Yeah, I think measuring it, keeping track of your progress is great for sticking to habits, making them better, improving your life, spotting your weaknesses and your strengths. And it's also a nice memory you build with every journal you keep, every Excel sheet you have. And I think it will help you as well. And I will come back to that later in the video. The following days I was making steady progress with my workouts. I made a script for a 0% alcohol video that I shared the next week. Oh yeah, on Friday I bought a couple of notebooks. They're basically like empty journals for me to write in. It's, yeah, as I've said before, a great habit to track your progress. And I bought a couple of blank ones, but they were not so much for me. I want to give them away to people to start their journaling habit. And I think the best way to get started is with a little push out of the door from someone else. So I hope I can be meaningful to some people in that, and give them the value of journaling. Yeah, as you can see, the workouts are going well. They're above average, and I have plenty of margin to stick to my average daily goal. However, reading is something that I'm struggling with. I need one book per 12 days, and right now I'm at like one book per 21 days. So that's something that I can work on. But contrary to that, audiobooks are going very well. I am supposed to read like one audiobook or listen to one audiobook per 30 days, but I complete every audiobook in 14 days. So I think of merging these two habits together, these two goals. I say like, hey, I want 45 books read by the end of 2023. Yeah, split them in proportion to somewhere around 50-50. So read 50% and listen to 50%. But yeah, that will probably be something for the next progress video. The Saturday evening of the first week was very nice. In particular, my brothers and I decided to get together all alone without the rest of the family and just share some stories, our goals, our dreams, and our struggles. And I really look forward to future get-togethers. Yeah, and the second week gets even better. While I barely started a new job a month ago, I got a call a couple of weeks ago for another job offer that I applied for in December. Yeah, and my job offer was accepted, and I can start a couple of weeks from now. And this was the highlight for the week, this past week. Workouts are going well. Waking up at 6 a.m. definitely helps, because yeah, what else am I gonna do at 6 a.m. Before going to work anyway? Yeah, and that also gives me the opportunity to listen to audiobooks. It's basically not one for one time, so for every hour I do 1 hour of workouts, but I also get 1 hour of listening to audiobooks as well. And if I speed the audiobook up at like 1.25 times, then it's like I get 2 hours and 22 and a quarter hours of productive time for 1 hour of input. And I think that's very powerful. Audiobooks are so beneficial to my life. I made some videos about health and self-improvement, and I also studied the effects of alcohol on the human body after listening to Andrew Huberman's podcast on alcohol. This confirms even more to me as I don't want to drink alcohol anymore, like ever, and I'm cautiously encouraging people to see the benefits of not drinking. I felt so happy the past few days, and I felt like giving and sharing love everywhere I go. I make observations, I tend to observe more struggles in people, even though they are silent about it. And I can see there's something they are excited about or anxious about, and it's something I can grow. But I'm really happy with my progress. Um, yeah, I sometimes miss some opportunities to share love, and in hindsight, it was obvious. But all I can do afterwards is learn from it and do better next time. I'm so grateful for my life, and the way I invested in myself the past few years. As for more details, so I made as I said, a couple of more videos, 0% alcohol, which I'm very proud of. I made a star formation vid, which I'm not sure if I should have turned that into a short, but rather a normal YouTube video. Technically, it's day 43 today, but you may notice that the number 42 comes up quite regularly here and there. Yeah, Google the number 42. You will find out soon enough what it means. I've been getting below my average daily goal for pull-ups and push-ups um, more often than in the first 2 weeks, I think. So maybe there's a big drop there, but it kind of was expected. And I want some volatility in my training. And yeah, to be honest, it doesn't always feel like there are perfect conditions. Sometimes you just can't get as many reps in. It's best to just accept your loss and try better next time. Apart from that, yeah, I want to just thank you for your interest in my progress. But more importantly, I encourage you to track your own progress as well. Start with a journal book, start with an Excel sheet, start with notes on your phone. I don't really care. But get started, get it done every day, and notice the progress you make and the habit of journaling your progress, how it benefits you. I'm proud of you if you make the step to grow and seek improvement in your life, and I will see you next time. I love you, dear stranger.